Tonight. true. Yeah, yeah. It got a little bounce to it. Yeah, with the blue tile, it felt like tile on it a little bit. Yep, yep. That's what it looked like to me. That's the first thing that came to mind when I seen it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't like feeling like I'm leaning down to look at my screen. I don't like that feeling on my back. Yeah, me too. Me too. I got one when I drive too. That's terrible feeling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I once I play with my monitor, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm once I got my monitor in my lap, I'm laying in bed, got my headset in. It's a wrap. Yeah, 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 yeah. True. I tried that on that Dragon Ball Z game. I tried to get comfortable and lay back and play it. I was playing it on my portal because I like using my portal as a remote control and just use the TV for the monitor. I don't look down in my lap sometimes when I'm using the portal. So I'm laying there and I'm playing, man, and as I'm looking, I look up, I'm like, man, this man damn near beat the outfit off me. I said, man, let me sit up. I said, let me sit up because I usually don't even see that much damage on my character. Man, whooping the outfit off my character, bro. I said, yeah, let me sit up because I obviously got too comfortable. Yeah, I done got too comfortable, head to. Cause this motherfucker must have been piecing me up. Yeah, this motherfucker piecing me up. Nah, we ain't going like that. Yeah, we ain't going like that. Motherfucker gonna be the CU. Oh yeah, I don't play like that. We ain't doing that. Motherfucker gonna be the CU. Yeah, we be CU in a hot second. What? Yeah, pops. Yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't got no real room to, pops. I ain't got no real room to. Barely. Yup. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's not gonna happen until we build my gaming room. Until we build my gaming room, I ain't gonna have no real time to like really lock in with shit. Build you a man cave. Build you a man cave, Pop. Build you a man cave. Yeah. Yeah. Build you a man cave. Because look, you got the perfect setup for it too, Pop.
Rated X for X-Ray.
Oh my god. Wait, hold. Hey, yeah, text me because my daughter FaceTiming me. Let me see what she wants. What's up, sweetheart? Get on and play.
Am I gonna get superpowers?
Can't play the mode. Not available. Not available on your device. Go get on to when I'm out of this mission. I'm gonna jump in your party. I'm in Save the World right now on Fortnite.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well,
That's why we gotta get you a system, Taylor. Because I think you would like playing Save the World way more than just like the Battle Royale. If I'm being honest.
all in your life. Remember how I said that would never, ever, ever happen here? It's
You
happening.
actually caught me while I'm live streaming. You want to see what it looked like? Remember you asked me if I'd be streaming?
We need to retrieve the data.
You want to see what it looked like?
So you'll want to move quickly. We only have 20 minutes. Keep an eye on the storm's movement on your map.
When I got my camera.
We need to retrieve the data as usual. It's time we need to watch the
Just
storm.
using my portal.
Exposure to the storm will hurt you. A lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health. We've got a bonus in play.
Yeah, it got me in the corner like that.
Landing
And a little bubble.
Nice find.
And the bubble show up on my portal.
Any attacks from the storm's creatures could corrupt the
So I'm
data.
paying no attention.
You'll want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
If you was near your phone, you missed like the whole little conversation I was having with you about that. No, I said you caught me while I'm live streaming, and the mode that I'm playing isn't a mode that's available on the phone. And I turned the camera around so you can see how it looks when I'm live streaming, because I got my camera active. So I was saying, play a match, so that way when I'm done with my mission, which is not going to take me that long, by the time I'm done with my mission, you will already be warmed up. And we play in the Battle Royale. You just caught me while I was live streaming, that's all. Not a bad thing. We can play. Just in a totally different mode on the game right now. Mode where I got like build all my weapons. What are you getting smart with? How do you sound saying that? Do you hear how you sound when you say that? I think you need to learn the difference between like having a conversation with your father and like everybody else. Because there's a thing called being like disrespectful, and you kind of a little bit too comfortable with it for me, for my life, if you want me to be honest. And I don't tolerate being disrespected. So that's something I would encourage you not to do when you talk to me. It's one thing to, you know, express how you feel, but it's another to be disrespectful. There's a thin line between the two. I can tolerate you expressing how you feel, but I ain't gonna tolerate you being disrespectful. That's something you need to learn about your father. I don't care who you are, I don't like to be disrespectful. Because I'm not a disrespectful person.
The only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible. So bring down that balloon, download that data, and get ready to race.
I'll take being hung up on over being disrespected. A little bit too comfortable with it. a little bit too comfortable with it. I get it. Your mom came in the room and, you know, threw you off. But no. Mom made you forget who you was talking to. That's okay. But yeah. Play like that. That could be disrespectful. I let her express how she feels from time to time. Let her take the gloves off a little bit. Like a kid, you know, like any kid. They just get a little bit too comfortable at times, that's all. And it's okay, I get it, you know. But still, I'm your daddy at the end of the day, so, you know, kinda watch it. Because we know when I get upset, you know, it hurts a little more. You know, your feelings are hurt. And I'm such a bad guy. I'm so wrong because you're my daughter. and I should be nice to you all the time, you know. But no,
Data's looking
there's
good.
boundaries that need not to be overstepped. That's it, that's all. Mutual respect. And I'm teaching her that you don't always have to be so aggressive when we talk. I get it. You understand that your dad's a little rough around the edges, but don't be provoking that. You know what I mean? Don't provoke that side of me. But that's what she used to. That's what she's been around. So, okay. Just need her to understand that that's why a lot of people, you know, that don't have the privilege of, you know, being around me or talking to me and stuff like that, it's because they're disrespectful at times. And I don't tolerate disrespect. Because when I get disrespectful, oh my God, it's the end of the world. We got to call the police on this guy. So no, I'm not on that. Don't come around me disrupting my peace. I don't want that. I don't care who it is. Don't disrupt my peace. I'm not bothering nobody. Everybody want to talk nasty to you and want you to just sit and take it. I never could understand it. No, I don't play that shit. Oh, no love. Be good to me, I'll be good to you. So simple. Be nasty towards me, I'm not going to be nasty towards you, but I don't want you around me. When it comes to your kids, can't even think like that towards them. But I want her to understand that when it comes to everybody else, try to take that into consideration, you know? Take it into consideration that I cut people the fuck off. Things like they just don't get it when it comes down to being a decent person towards people. I don't play that game. I don't. Be kind to everyone. Because you don't know what anybody's going through. Be kind to one another. That's what God meant when he said be truthful. Pass my love on for generations to come. This love I give you. It wasn't about making babies when he said be fruitful, because nowadays some women don't make it easy to have a baby and be there for the baby and shit like that. And some guys don't make it easy neither to be there. Make a woman want you to be there, you know what I mean? So just I care about the little things.
The storm wall's getting closer.
What's up, bro? Nah, you could. Hell yeah, it did. I ain't gonna lie to you, it felt real good. Yeah, it felt real good. I ain't gonna cap. And he still looked the same from when I was a little kid. Yeah, this mouth always looked like that. When I was a kid, I was toe up and shit. I don't know. He is. That's why when he said he moved back to the city, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, really? All the dirt you done did? Fuck you come back for? You know what I mean? It kind of threw me off a little bit. Yeah, I talked about saying this. Well, at the same time, I mean, he likes dwelling on shit. So. He likes dwelling on shit, if I'm being honest. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, anything we go through with him. That's why when we had that conversation, all of us was on the phone. And, yeah. So, with that, like, shit. goal is to love them through it. But some shit we hold on to, we ain't.
Another
Yeah,
firefly.
some shit. Yeah, some shit we hold on to unintentionally. You know what I mean? And it ain't that we holding on to it to fuck up relationships between each other. It's just that it's still there, and that pain that's behind it is still there. You feel what I'm saying? So in that, you just gotta, keep it in good faith. You know what I mean? Keep it in good faith and just,
File successfully retrieved.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've been trying to be real big on that lately. Yeah, yeah, right, right. Accept it, accept it. Yeah, accept it. Right, 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 right. I feel that. I feel that. I just feel like, you know,
It's looking good.
the older a motherfucker get, the more like tired and worn down the motherfucker get of everything. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, and this is just me, you know, on some brother to brother type shit. I feel like us as men, whatever the fuck we've been through, whatever the fuck we go through with each other, we're at the age now where it is what it is.
Protection.
At the end of the day, we at the age where now, like, it is what it is. What you don't like about a
Ready for
motherfucker, you
incoming
don't like
battle.
about them. What you don't really agree with,
The
you
database
don't
is
agree
filled
with
with
it. That's
high-security
fine.
user weak
I
points.
feel like it shouldn't be nothing that's stopping us from being brothers to each other, which is just being there. You feel what I'm saying? If we ain't gonna do nothing else as brothers, I feel like we're to be there, G, because at the end of the day, we all done been through more than enough. We all done fought and made up more than enough. So at this point, like, whatever it is we to get into it over, let's get into it over that shit and then get over that shit. And just stick to the code of being brothers. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what throws the circle off every time. And I feel like if we gonna fuck with each other, let's fuck with each other. If we not, let's agree not to. And we don't want no bad blood behind it. Like either, yeah, either we gonna fuck with each other or we not. And if we not, let's just keep our distance from each other. But what I don't want, and this is just me, what I don't want is for us to always have to fight or get into it or feel like we gotta look at each other like a threat and shit like that. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I'm too old. I'm too old. I'm too tired, and I just been through too much, man, to even feel like I should have to think in that headspace at all, let alone doing it with my family. You feel what I'm saying? And look, this is the thing. Like, even with that, we all feel like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all feel like that. My thing is, I don't want us to lose touch as brothers. I don't feel like it's nothing in this world that should have either of us at the point where we saying we don't fuck with each other. Like seriously, like don't hear from each other or nothing. Like I don't feel like it's nothing in this world that should have us at the point where like we just got no type of relationship with each other. It's bad enough we don't. It's bad enough we don't do shit together as a whole, like all of us. It's bad enough we have no memories of us doing shit together on the kicking it level, bro. And when we do fucking link up, or when we do kick it with each other, or when we do try to plan something, it always got to be some type of animosity in the fucking room, bro. Like we niggas on the street, I don't like that, G. I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. I don't want to have gone to the penitentiary and really bonded with some niggas. You understand me? Really bonded with some niggas that ain't never coming home, G. And you mean to tell me I can't figure that shit out with my own fucking brothers, bro? No, I'm not okay with that shit. And if it's gonna seem like we can't have no type of relationship, bro, we gonna have to cut each other off, G. Real shit, G, because it's to the point where now, like, I'm not finna be in the middle of that shit, folks. I'm not. Like, at the end of the day, we brothers, G. Real shit. And I personally can honestly say, like, I'm at the point where I've been through too much, G. I only got so much left, G, when it comes down to, like, trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is really wrong with the family, G. That shit hurt too much to constantly try to figure out what the fuck is the problem with the family, G. Right. And that's what I told him, like, we done been through so much shit, nigga. Like, we done been through so much shit. Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I take nothing away from, like, the good and the bad times. I take nothing away from the good and the bad times. But at the same time, like, I feel like the older we get, the more we should have good times versus bad times. You feel what I'm saying? Right, right, right. It could be. You feel what I'm saying? It could be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day, every day, bro. Nah, it's not. Right. I mean, I feel it. Like, I feel it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to have a relationship with your brother, G. I get that 100%. And I take nothing away from that. And, you know, I want you to look at it the same way too, with regardless of what's going on. You know what I mean? I want you to continue to look at it like it's bothering you because you want to have a relationship with your brother. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to continue to look at it that way. I know at times that can be easier said than done, You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all go through our own shit and fight our own personal demons. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and don't be, because at the end of the day, regardless of what we go through, at some point we meet up in the middle, and I don't give a fuck who reached out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all meet in the middle, and that's all I care about. I just all of the fighting got to stop. Like we, at the end of the day, we brothers. You feel me? And that does put like a weird animosity in the air. If you know, get some low key animosity in the air between any of us. I'm not putting it towards no specific person. I'm just saying in general when it comes to my brothers, I want to be able to be comfortable with wanting a relationship with y'all without us having to fight in the mix of it, or somebody offended by something, or somebody feels some type of way towards something so much to the point where now we beefing. Like, I don't want to have to beef with my brothers because I'm getting too old to want to beef with a nigga in general. And I'm not going to sit and listen to us talk to each other like we niggas on the street and not have that type of energy towards it. That's where my head is at with it. I don't want us handling us like niggas on the street, cause I don't want to even be bothered by motherfuckers, niggas on the street or none of that. G, like I don't want to beef with nobody. So no, I don't want it to be up there or ever get to the point where it's up there with us because we fucking brothers. We got the same bloodline. You feel what I'm saying? I don't never want to have it to get up there. Nor do I want us to have to stop fucking with each other. Neither. That shit kind of weird. We brothers and we don't fuck with each other. Yeah, yeah, and, and but but that but that's why I said I want you to approach it just like that. How you just said all of that. I want you to approach it just like that. Don't go no further with it. Yeah, that's it. Like I don't want you to start beating yourself up about it, thinking it was something on your end. If that's how you feel what I'm saying, if that's how you've been approaching the situation and shit like that, don't take it no way other than that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want you stressing yourself out with that shit. Yeah, I don't want you stressing yourself out. I don't want you stressing. I don't want him stressing. Cause honestly it sound like to me it sound like y'all both want to have like a real relationship with each other. It to me it sound like when I talk to both of y'all, to me it sound like y'all really want to have a relationship, like a real fucking relationship. Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, right. Shit, physically at least. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, and that and sometimes that's what it is too. Like you be on the right page with shit, bro. You do. You be on the right page with shit. And that's why I don't be wanting us beefing and shit, cause we all be on the same page. We just sometimes had different views of shit. Right, right, right. Right, same shit I be on. Like yeah, like that shit is. I be feeling the same way too. Right, right, right. That's cause, but I would be petty as hell and just sit. So me and like the last couple of people can beef it out. 'Cause that's what everybody else do. They just sit. But I actually catch bodies. So I ain't got to sit. My other car right there. I wonder where they sitting at though. I am kind of curious to know where they sitting at. If they up high, I see one guy. See him right there in the middle. So I found one guy, and he found the guy, obviously, and another guy's landing. You, one guy's up top. They all got hyper, but they up top. Hey. Oh, I played with that. I played all in my ass with that. I didn't think he would jump down like that. That was my fault. I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry.